Welcome to our explainer. Today, we're diving deep into a really fascinating inner journey, one that comes from a spiritual hypnosis session. We're going to explore how this deep-seated wisdom can pop up through metaphors and, maybe more importantly, what practical lessons we can all learn about growth and change just by looking inside ourselves.
All right, so let's just jump right into the big question. We all have these moments, right, where we feel a little stuck, a little unsure of what to do next, and we tend to look for answers everywhere else, in books, from our friends, you name it. But what if the most powerful guidance isn't out there at all, but right here, inside us? That's really the heart of today's journey. We're going to follow a guy named Christoph as he tries to tap into his own inner wisdom.
You know, every journey has to start with that first step, with some kind of intention. For Christoph, going into this hypnotic state wasn't about fixing one specific problem or getting a simple yes or no answer. His goal was, well, it was something much more open and honestly, probably way more powerful.
I mean, just listen to the simplicity and the depth in that. To navigate. He's not asking for a treasure map with an X that marks the spot. He's asking for a compass. He wants to connect with a part of himself that, as he puts it, sees wider than his everyday conscious mind. It's about getting a whole new perspective.
So the intention is set, and now the journey inward begins. The guide, Charlotte, she uses this really powerful and recurring metaphor to help Christoph get into that hypnotic state, the ocean. And this isn't just about relaxing, it's about dissolving the boundaries of the conscious mind.
And this just illustrates the process so beautifully. It all starts with the breath. Right away, Christoph feels like he's breathing the ocean in and out, that constant ebb and flow. Then he's guided to actually become one with that ocean. And notice this incredible duality here. He is both a single, unique little particle of water and the entire ocean at the same time. That's so key. It's about holding both your individuality and a sense of unity. He can feel the waves on the surface, that movement, but at the same time, there's this deep, deep calm way down below. And from that place of calm, he can finally ascend and really start to navigate.
Okay, so once he's in this deeper state of consciousness, the mind starts talking. But it doesn't use lists or logical arguments. It communicates in symbols, in metaphors. And the one that comes through for Christoph, the big one, is this really fascinating comparison between two sea creatures. This is the absolute core of the whole session's insight. Christoph immediately feels this connection to the hermit crab. It's familiar. It feels like him. It's living in a shell. Sure, it's protected, but it's also really confined. And from inside that shell, it's looking over at the lobster and feeling a little envious. I mean, the lobster looks majestic, right? It's impressive. It's the picture of success and status. But here's the twist. Christoph's own inner wisdom points out that the lobster's fate, often ending up on a dinner plate, is, quote, not very enviable. It gets so focused on its tough outer shell, on being seen and looking impressive, that it completely loses track of its own best interest. But the hermit crab, it's on a totally different path. In order to grow, it has to leave its shell, exposing its soft, vulnerable body to find a new, bigger home. It has to embrace vulnerability as a non-negotiable part of its life.
So this is obviously not just about animals, right? This metaphor holds up a mirror and forces this fundamental question about his own life. Is he chasing the lobster's path of prestige and status, which might just be a trap? Or is he on the hermit crab's path of authentic, even if it's vulnerable, growth? It all just boils down to asking, what am I really looking for in this life?
Now, this whole crab and lobster thing, it wasn't just some fleeting image. It became this direct pipeline to real practical wisdom. Christoph started to unpack what these symbols were trying to teach him about how to actually go about living his life. So the first huge lesson tackles this deep-seated fear Christoph had, a fear of just being a mimic, like a chameleon, of not having one solid single identity. But his inner wisdom just reframes this completely. It tells him to see his plural nature, his ability to be like the crab or like a serpent that sheds its skin, not as a weakness, but as a profound strength. It's actually a source of richness, of adaptability in a world that's always changing.
And this slide really breaks down the hermit crab's wisdom into actionable advice. First, growth is just impossible without being vulnerable. You have to leave the old shell behind.
Second, staying in that shell when it's gotten too small isn't safety, it's stagnation. The advice? Let go of needing that rigid external armor, that lobster-like shell. Instead, the way forward requires tenderness, patience, and flexibility. And I absolutely love this last point. A little carelessness is needed, a willingness to be less perfect, less rigid, just to keep from getting stuck and hard.
So if the problem is feeling lost or stuck in a shell that's way too small, what's the fix? Well, it's beautifully simple. Stop anxiously hunting for the next big thing, the next perfect shell. The instruction is to savor every moment of life among the living. It's this powerful call to shift from a frantic mindset of doing, to a state of just mindfully being. Presence. That's the antidote.
Of course, any journey inward eventually has to lead back out into the world. So as Christoph starts to come back to full waking consciousness, the big question is, what's the actual effect of all this? Does an inner journey like this really change how you feel in the real world?
When his guide, Charlotte, asks him how he feels, he uses this single, really potent French word, densifier. It literally translates to something like densified or made more dense. It's such an unusual word to describe a feeling, which, makes it even more powerful. What on earth could that mean?
And here's his own explanation. To feel densifié was to feel more solid, more grounded, to be more present in his body and less lost in all that chatter up in his head. And that's the direct result of the journey. He didn't just get a lift of intellectual ideas, he had an embodied experience that literally shifted his state of being from scattered and mental to grounded and fully present.
And that, of course, brings the question right back to all of us. Christoph's journey gave him this incredible metaphor of the hermit crab's shell, an old way of being that felt safe for a while but was now just holding him back from growing. So take a second and think about your own life. What's the shell you might be living in? What old habits, fears, or identities might you need to leave behind so you can finally grow?
I was a hermit, tucked inside a shell, safe from the world but not living too well. Wanted a lobster's life, shiny and proud, but then I saw the plate. No, that ain't my crowd. I don't need status, I don't need fame, I just need space to grow my name. So when the tide calls, I won't pretend. It's time to shed, time to begin again. Yeah, it's scary walking soft and bare. No armor, no mask, just me out there. But every time I let go and fall, a little taller after all. Shell by shell, I'm breaking free, growing through the pain, wild and free. Vulnerable, yeah, that's my power. I'm not stuck, I'm in my flower. Wave by wave, I ride the flow, present in the now, not waiting for the show. No more chasing I used to blend in, change my hue, be whoever they wanted, fake and true. But now I know my many shades are not a flaw, they light my ways. Like sand in ocean, wind in the dune, I move, I shift, I rise, I swoon. And when the old skin starts to bind, I leave it behind, it's not my mind. Yeah, I've been stuck, I've played it safe, but comfort's just a gilded cage. So I breathe deep, I trust the call, the new me's waiting. I'm not small, shell by shell, I'm breaking free, growing through the pain, wild and free. Vulnerable, yeah, that's my power. I'm not stuck, I'm in my flower. Wave by wave, I ride the flow, present in the now, not waiting the plot. I used to blame, I used to hide, say it's not my fault, turn and divide. But now I see my resistance too was just a shell I had to lose. So I forgive, I take the lead, I plant my feet, I meet my need. Not perfect, not fixed, just real, just here, and that's enough.